Good morning, friends. I am Dr. D.V.Ramana Murthy PhD in Management. Welcome to Module 12 of our Principles of Management lecture series. Today, we dive into the most influential leadership models that shape how managers think, act, and lead. The Managerial Grid by Blake and Mouton and LIKERT'S 4 Systems of Leadership. This module is brought to you by our channel, B School Dr. D.V.Ramana Murthy PhD Official, an initiative of Ramadevi Foundation, Hyderabad. From high-performing tech giants to evolving family-run businesses, these models help decode real-world leadership success. Stay with us as we break down concepts, share powerful examples, and walk you through leadership styles that actually work in today's dynamic workplace. Do not forget to hit like and subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more leadership intelligences. What this module covers? It covers understanding the managerial grid model, LIKERT'S 4 systems of management, practical applications, and real-life examples and case studies. The learning objectives of this module. After this session, students will be able to learn the dimensions and importance of the managerial grid, describe LIKERT'S 4 systems of leadership, apply these models to real-life leadership challenges, and analyze leadership effectiveness through case studies. Introduction to Managerial Grid, Blake and Mouton, 1964. Developed by Robert Blake and Jane Mouton, also called the Leadership Grid. Focuses on two behavioral dimensions. One, concern for people. Two, concern for production. Let's know about the thinkers, Robert R. Blake and Jane S. Mouton. Robert R. Blake lived during 1918-2004, an American psychologist and management theorist, served as a professor at the University of Texas, co-founder of Scientific Methods Incorporated, specialized in organizational dynamics and leadership behavior, co-created the managerial grid theory in the early 1960s. Jane S. Mouton lived during 1930-1987, a pioneering female management theorist and psychologist, collaborated with Blake to study organizational behavior and team management. Known for advocating a people-centric and ethical approach to leadership, played a significant role in making behavioral leadership theory accessible and actionable for managers worldwide. Blake and Mouton together, they authored the groundbreaking book, The Managerial Grid, 1964, which revolutionized leadership training by introducing a systematic method to evaluate and improve managerial styles. The managerial grid developed by Robert R. Blake and Jane S. Mouton in 1964 is one of the foundational models in leadership theory. It is also known as leadership grid and is designed to help managers analyze their leadership styles based on these two core dimensions. One, concern for people, put on vertical axis in a diagram, reflects how much a leader considers the needs, interests, development, and well-being of the team members. Leaders high on this axis focus on motivation, trust, team morale, and open communication. The second, concern for production, presented in horizontal axis in a diagram, indicates the degree to which a leader emphasizes concrete objectives, productivity, task achievement, and organizational efficiency. High on concern, high concern here, concern for production, reflects strong goal setting, planning, and performance monitoring. Look at this diagram that is presented. The grid 9-9 matrix, combining both dimensions to define different leadership styles based on leaders score 1-9 on each axis. On y-axis, you note this is concern for people, and on x-axis we note concern for production. There are 5 different styles described in this leadership style. This is 1-9 country club management, 1-1 impoverished management, 9-1 authority compliance, 9-9 team management, and 5-5 is called middle of the road management. Let's try to discuss in detail these slides and styles explained. 5 key leadership styles in managerial grid. 1-1 is impoverished management, low concern for both people and production. 9-1 task management, high concern for production and low for people. 5-5 mid of the road, moderate concern for both people and production. 1-9 country club management, high concern for people and low for production. 9-9 team management, high concern for both people and production. This is called ideal style. Say, for example, a startup founder emphasizing employee well-being and output is called team management. Application of this managerial grid. It helps identify dominant leadership styles. It aids in leadership development and training. It facilitates better team dynamics. Take a case study of Google's leadership, which emphasizes 9-9 team management, promotes innovation, collaboration, and productivity. Now let's move on to LIKERT'S 4 systems of leadership, developed by Rensis LIKERT, focused on organizational behavior and decision making. Here are 4 systems described. System 1, exploitative authoritative. System 2, benevolent authoritative. System 3, consultative. And system 4, participative. Rensis LIKERT, who lived in between 1903 and 1981, an American social psychologist and management theorist best known for inventing the LIKERT scale used in attitude surveys, developing the 4 systems of leadership from authoritative to participative, advocating participative management to improve organizational effectiveness. He led the Institute of Social Research at the University of Michigan and made lasting contributions to leadership theory and organizational behavior. His leadership styles depicted on a diagram: exploitative authoritative, benevolent authoritative, consultative, and participative leadership styles. Let's explain in detail these 4 systems developed by LIKERT. LIKERT's system 1, exploitative authoritative. Leadership by fear and punishment. Decisions made at the top. No trust in subordinates. For example, old manufacturing firms which with rigid hierarchy and minimal employee voices. Likert system 2. Benevolent authoritative. Top-down decisions with minor consideration for subordinates. Limited communication. Motivation through rewards, not true engagement. For example, traditional retail stores with defined processes and occasional feedbacks. Likert's System 3. Consultative. Leaders consult subordinates but retain final decision power to themselves. Increased communication and feedback, of course. Subordinates feel partially involved. For example, Infosys leadership structure. Middle management input is valued, but decisions are executive driven. Likert's System 4. Participative leadership. High trust in employees. Collaborative decision making. And two-way communication. For example, Tata Steel's participative culture with shared decision making and open forums for suggestions. If you compare these two models, we have three columns here, and on comparison, we take into three important features like focus, dimension, and best practice, with which we distinguish between two models here, a managerial grid model and a Likert model. On focus feature, managerial grid is all about style grid. Likert systems is organizational behavior based. And on dimensions feature, managerial grid is people and production oriented. On a Likert systems, it is decision making, communication, and trust. On best practice feature, managerial grid is 9-9 team management is the best. And in Likert systems, system 4, participative system is the best. Practical applications for managers. Diagnose your current leadership style. Adopt participative or team management approaches. Build trust and communication in teams. Apply the model contextually to enhance productivity. The summary and key takeaways of this module. Managerial grid shows the balance between concern for people and production. Likert's model emphasizes the role of organizational systems in leadership. Ideal leadership is collaborative, inclusive, and trust-based. Please note that the leadership is not just about giving directions. It's about shaping visions, empowering teams, and inspiring action. Today, we explored powerful models by Blake and Mouton and Likert frameworks that continue to influence leaders worldwide. If this video added value to your learning, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more insightful lessons in management. Drop your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Stay connected, stay curious, and as always, keep learning. Thank you for watching. See you in the next module. Until then, take care, good luck, and thank you.